Grand High Tops circuit. Yeah, I'm surprised we've got ferns growing in this drier part of the world, and I should point out how well the creeks are flowing. Should come back here. That's quite a bit of water. Any normal summer there wouldn't be that much rain, but they had a flood in October, so we're not that far away. Here it's about 6 or so. They're enjoying the grass. These ones are more timid than the ones in the campsite. They're probably used to hanging out in the bush. That is a kangaroo though, compared to a wallaby that I think we're used to in the campsite. If you want to take the easy way, I'm going this way, so maybe you go into the bush and then I won't trouble you. Yeah, stay there. Yeah, you go over there. If you're scared of me, hide behind the bush. Not far up, we've got another one right next to the track. If I go slowly, you mightn't be scared. Yeah, just stay there. I'm good. There's one further up, a joey. I'd rather walk faster, but look at this cute little one. These are my first views. A short track off the side of the main track. Money shots. This is what I'm walking on. The money shots. Ooh. Don't fall off the edge of that rock, and everything will be good for the rest of the day. Here's something I never really expected to find here, a cycad palm. Now this is amazing. Up there you can see a glade of flannel flower all through the hill there, and up this hill there's not many down here, so it looks like they prefer the sunnier areas because yeah, it's quite shady down here. Also wanted to point out, where did we find him? This strange beast. It's some sort of grevillea, and it's about to flower, as we can see from that in there. Here we are. I saw an easy way to get into the forest. There's so much of it here. And then you go up here and look at it all through there and here. So we're starting to get amongst the peaks. That's a peak, and apparently you got stuff called the bread knife, the butter knife, the cheese knife, the chicken knife, the calamari knife. Just want to mention what a walk in a park it is to be walking in New South Wales. What luxury, huh? Along the base of all the knives, and I was just looking at the rock formations, how they're coming apart. It's interesting, the block formations. Anyway, it's probably the reason why they've formed such thin profile rocks, the way that they can split off on the sides and just fall down. And then the most resistant rocks are sticking together. The detour called the Bread Knife Gap amongst all the flannel flower. Coming up here towards the so-called gap. Wonder what we're going to see. Some scenery, I suppose. Up here hasn't hit its peak yet, but oh my god, this is bloody awesome. Vertigo sufferers, stop here. Compass here showing me all the mountains, so what we're looking at is Mt Uringery Spire. Warrumbungles Mountain right in the background. This is strange in the middle of nowhere, but I've got good reception to send messages. So Needle Rock right there in the background. Rocky Mountain just before Crater Bluff here. In the distance there we have thunderstrm Spire. Got Turawina somewhere here. Iron Knob, Bluff Pyramid, who knows, that might be Bluff Mountain. Mount Exmouth in the distance, I'll be going there. Warrumbungles somewhere. Wheoh Peak, maybe it's just here in the front, maybe just here. Wheoh Peak there. We have no, I can't see anything, but way in the distance some silly folly that I wanted to get up to Mt Uringery and Wheoh Peaks there. I just can't get over the views here. Once you're at the top, you just keep getting view after view. Just depends on which direction you're looking. I think it's Luke's tour where everything changes, so the track gets more rustic, but the views start to get unimpeded. I'm in a bit of a gully here, and yeah, thought I'd take a smell of these. Oh, they're nearly in flower, these plants, and well, it smells like native mint bush. Hey, there's one of my favourite plants, Scarola. I spotted these two rock fields from a distance. Now we're walking through as part of the track. See if we've got a view. We have a bit of a view. Very nice. Another gully with the mint bush in it. And the rocks going down there. We're getting amongst it. You can see the top of the peak there. Yeah, it's not the hardest of climbs. Well, not so far. They said I had to climb 176 meters in 1.14 kilometers. So that would be why this track's so easy to get up. But it looks like it's hard where we got to go to. But yeah, I would imagine I don't have too much climbing to do. Maybe a last little scramble. Just when I thought I was near the top, here we are. It's not steep, but it's not the top yet. Getting close to the peak. That must be Tonderon Peak or whatever it's called. So flat out here. Onward and upward. This is what the track's like, complete with skinks who are now hiding in the rocks. Somewhere near the top, up there. It's inspiring when you're at the last part of your peak. You just see scenery like this. Apart from the fact that when you relax, you're going to see views like this, complete with observatories. The last leg. And it would seem like we've arrived at our destination with the next peak in sight. Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing just how many different views you've got around here. It's 360-degree views, but you just see something from every angle. It's interesting to note that I just climbed this mountain, and if you go across the back of it, it's so easy. It's nothing like what this looks. There's the crater of the bluff, or somewhere there. Yeah, so much easier. Mount Exmouth in the background. Just around the corner of that, and we got some good views of Bluff Mountain, all the rock filled below it too. That's interesting, all the little bits of rock that have come off. Now that's impressive. How many hundreds of k's are we away from the coast? And here's a fig tree. Obviously this is tapping into some water source here, and it's not in flower though. It's clematis seeds. It's amazing. I'm just interested to see what other trees of rainforest nature are growing in this rockfield area. Here's a Kurrajong tree. They might like a little bit more water than most others. Closely related to the Illawarra flame tree. But yeah, they're common out in these areas, so nothing unusual. But yeah, another fig. And strangely enough, its foliage is growing to the ground. Maybe some protection against drying out. And here we have another rock field. Prefer that it's not like this because it's quite hard to walk. I want to get some speed up to save time on my overall trip. These rocks look like miniature versions of being out in the desert in Arizona. Maybe the only difference is there's trees here. I've taken a shortcut back, which takes me to the car. This is a nice little creek walk. Strange though that, considering it's a reasonably wet summer, or spring for that matter, that yeah, there's no water in this creek. But wait, I just spotted my first bit of water. Yes. And here's some maidenhair fern. We might be coming close to a fork in the creek too, so that the water might start flowing fairly well from now on. But yeah, the up creek on the other side of this, it had a lot of water. Good day to be taking a jump over 33 degrees. This is my small swimming pool. Across here, there are bigger ones, but this is just the one I got to. Thunderstorm. So you still see some of the peaks. It's really raining there now. My tent is wet. These are the back of the Warrumbungles. I've come to do a reconnaissance on this particular peak up here, Mt Uringery. I don't know what the other peak's got to do with it, but yeah, seems quite steep when it comes down to it.